So we will start in Sukhasana today. So yes, find yourself in a comfortable seat. And if you want to sit on a block or a book to help elevate your hips, then go right ahead. And just take a few breaths to settle into the space. So maybe a little rocking or soothing as you find your way in. And then when you get there, see if you can kind of find that center point between your sit bones, where you feel a sense of centering, and the spine can rise up with ease from this firm foundation created through your seat. And feel a gentle lift through the crown of your head. And then come to your breath. Notice how the breath feels this morning. The quality of the breath. Maybe noticing a gentle, cool sensation at the base of your nostrils as you inhale. And slightly warmer on the exhale. Take a moment to scan your body from the crown of your head down through to your chin, your neck and shoulders. Scan, see how the body feels, whether there's any physical sensation, tension, or perhaps good feelings, feelings of ease, lightness. Scan down through your arms, into your hands, down through your chest and upper back, into the lower back and pelvis. Scan your upper legs, calves and shins, down into your ankles, your feet and toes. Then bring one hand to your heart space and the other one resting on top. Doesn't matter where the hands land, just wherever feels comfortable for you, wherever feels right for you. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Draw the belly softly in towards your spine. And then start to lengthen your breath. And as you inhale, feel your hands rising and falling with the rhythm of your breath. And just tune in for a few breaths with your inner voice, your heart. Send some love to yourself. Make a commitment to yourself to really listen and honor your body and your energy today during practice. And through the rest of your day, your week. Continuing to lengthen the breath, breathing long, smooth lengths of oxygen into the body and letting them roll back out again. I want to dedicate this practice today to people around the world, especially at the moment in Afghanistan, and any people around the world that are living in fear, uncertainty, to just gather the energy from our practice today and send it out to those in need of some extra love, care and compassion. Great, then release your hands. Take the hands to your knees and gently flicker open the eyes if you want to. We're going to draw the chest forwards and the shoulder blades together behind the back. And then with an exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, draw the belly button behind you. Inhale to open the chest, use your hands as like a lever. Broaden your collarbones. And then exhale, round the spine. Just finding a bit of movement through the spine. It can be as gentle or as big as you want. This feels good for you. Lovely, and then come back to center and we're going to take some Sufi circles, so circling around. If you want, you can take the hands to touch your heart center in Anjali Mudra or keep them on your knees, your choice, see what feels good. I'm going to gather energy from the base of the spine and circulate it up through our energy channels, all the way up the body and out the crown of the head. And then take these in the other direction as well, so circling the other way. Keep breathing. It can be as big or as small as you want. Great. And then come back to center. And we're going to extend the right leg out. Keep the left heel next to your pelvis. Point the toes up towards the sky of your right foot, knee drawing up, and think of your right upper thigh externally rotating. And then take the right arm along that leg and open the left arm up alongside your left ear so you find a stretch through the left side. Keep your left hip tracking down towards the floor. Great, then float the left hand back behind you. Take the right hand to your left knee. Lift through the crown of your head and gaze over your left shoulder. Nice, then place the left hand behind and beside and open into gate. So press into the knee, the hand and the foot. Nice big stretch of the side body. And then float back down. We'll take it to the other side. Extend the left leg out, right heel in towards the hips and point the toes up. Take the left hand down the leg and open. Think about the ribs peeling up towards the sky. And soften your shoulder. Deep breath. And then take the right hand down behind the right hip, left hand to the right knee. Inhale, press the fingertips into the floor to lift through the crown of your head, then twist over the right shoulder. Keep the belly button drawing in. Think about the twist coming from your belly button. And then plant that right hand and sweep up and open into gate pose. Use the breath to accentuate the stretch through the body. And then float back down and extend both legs. Feel free to sit on something. We won't be here for too long, but if you do want to grab something to sit on, just sit on the very edge of it to help that forward tilt. Toes pointing up, thighs externally rotating. Bring the hands to the floor. This might be enough. Just use the hands to lever as you draw your chest through your arms. This lengthen the spine. Or you can peel down as far as feels accessible. Remember, it's 7:30 in the morning, so be gentle. Take a deep breath. And then point your toes, so really point them and extend from your calves, from your shins down through the toes. And then flex, walk back up, bring the legs in, give them a little shake out if they need it. Feet hip distance apart, hands behind your knees. We're going to lean back until you find that tipping point and then lift the feet off for Navasana. Lovely. Spread the toes nice and wide. Option to take your hands away. Lift through the crown of your head. Find a focal point over the toes. And then with an exhale, we're going to extend the body. So come into like a disc shape, keeping that contraction in the belly, and then lift back up, chest towards the thighs. Extend, open into your dish, and then lift up. I'm going to take 2 more here. Nice. 1 more. Well done, guys. And then bring the chest up. Press the feet into the floor, hands behind you, fingertips facing forwards, and lift the hips up for upside down tabletop. Here, if you want to wiggle around a bit, then go ahead. And then sit the hips down, take the feet mat distance apart at an angle for Malasana. So find your way in, doesn't matter how you come in. Nice. Think about a block. If you want to use a block underneath your hips, then do. Takes the pressure off the knees. Hands together at heart center. Just take a moment to ground through your foundation. Then take your left hand in front of your left foot and open the right arm up towards the sky. Take the hands back together, draw the knees back behind you, and then take the right hand down, open the left arm up. Great, bring the hands back together. And then with an inhale, we're going to use the core and the thighs to rise up. Slowly as you can. If it's really uncomfortable on your knees, then just come back up to standing and stay there. We're going to lower down slowly and then rise up long spine. So a couple more squats. If you don't want to come so that the hips are lower than the knees, you can come to like halfway. 1 more time. And then next time you come to the top, turn the heels out so the feet are parallel to the outside edges of your yoga mat. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Draw the fists away from you to just stretch through the shoulders. Take a nice big inhale and exhale, fold over your legs. Let the head hang. If you're halfway and this feels good, then you can take your hands to your hips and just think about lengthening the crown of the head away from the pelvis. And then with an inhale, use your thighs to rise up to standing. Shake it all out. So shake the feet, shake the hands. Shake your face. You can wobble your face if you want, if that feels good. And then find Tadasana. So plant the feet, open the palms, lift through the crown of the head, lengthen the tailbone. Feel your body. Then with an inhale, sweep the arms up around the body, palms touch above the head. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Take a couple of breaths here in Uttanasana just to release. Ease into the upper back and shoulders. Give the head a little nod, give it a shake. Maybe inhale and exhale with a sigh through the mouth. Nice. And then with your next inhale, lengthen the legs and bring your hands to your shins. Extend the spine, flat back. And then plant the hands, step both feet back, plank position. So wrists under the shoulders, toes under the heels. Zip up through the legs, the core. Lengthen the crown of the head from the heels, so whole body engaged. And then drop the knees, hug the elbows close into the ribs, come down. Inhale, rise up, low cobra. Keep broadening through the collarbones and squeezing the elbows close into your side body. Press the pelvis into the mat. And then peel down, tuck the toes, come up through the knees into downward facing dog. Take some breaths here to ease into your downward dog in any way that feels good for you today. And if you want to take child's pose instead, then go ahead. Again, make this practice about you and what you need to get out of it today. And then find your way into a sense of stillness in down dog. Press the hands into the floor. Think about the outer upper arms drawing towards your little fingers and the inner upper arms drawing up towards your ears. So this counter action to broaden through the upper back. Bend the knees as much as you want and find length in the spine. Then with an inhale, raise the right leg up and back. Point the toes down towards the floor. Lengthen that left leg. And then take the right foot through the hands. We're going to step off the right foot and hug the left knee in. Raise the arms up. And with an exhale, sweep the leg and the arms backwards to open the abdomen. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep the arms and the leg backwards. Take two more here. Find a focal point for balance. And then next time, we take the left ankle across the right thigh. Hands down through your heart space. Bend the right knee, the standing knee, and sit the hips back. Stretch through this left hip. Deep breath. And then rise back up. Release the left knee, hug it in, arms come high. And then with an exhale, step the left foot back, high lunge. Inhale, raise the arms up. Scissor the hips. Left hip slightly forward, right hip slightly back. Doesn't matter if the back knee is bent, just shoot energy out through the sole of that back foot and soften your shoulders. And then lower the back knee down towards the mat, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. One more time, exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. And then turn your back heel for warrior two. So heel to heel or heel to arch is often a good alignment, but it will depend on you. We're thinking about the hips in line with the long edge of your mat now. So rather than scissoring, that opening out. Gaze over your front middle finger. Nice. Then bring your hands to your heart. Press one on top of the other. Just take a moment to connect. And then with the elbows bent and the palms facing up, open the hands out behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then push the arms away, so really feel those muscles in the arms stretching. And then turn the palms, flip the front palm, take the back hand down the back of the leg. Reverse your warrior if you want. You can lengthen the front knee, bend it, see if you can avoid putting weight on your back knee. Float forwards, bring the forearm to the thigh, left arm over the left ear. If it's uncomfortable, you can take it to your hip. Float back up, reverse your warrior. And then come forwards, extend your warrior. So deep breaths as you move. We'll roll through a couple more of these. Think of your body gracefully moving through air. And then next time you extend your warrior, we're going to float back up to warrior 2. And then windmill the hands down to the mat and step back, plank position. Take a couple of breaths here in plank. And then come down, knees, chest, chin, all body on one long line, chaturanga. Inhale into low cobra or high cobra if your spine feels okay. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale fully. And then inhale, raise the left leg up and back. Toes pointing down, nice stretch through the standing leg. Press the hands into the floor. Lengthen the pelvis away from the shoulders. And then take the left foot through the hands, step off it. So use your core and draw the right knee in, arms up. Exhale, sweep backwards. Inhale, lift the arms, bring the knee in. Exhale. So take a few more here. Great, next time you bring that knee in, we're going to press the ankle over the left thigh, bring the hands to touch and sit the hips down and back. Flex your right foot, spread the toes. And then rise up, hug the knee in, arms high. Exhale, sweep the foot backwards. Inhale, raise the arms up. Check in with your alignment in your high lunge if you need to shuffle the legs at all, or lengthen the stance or shorten the stance, then do. And we'll inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, the back knee down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, rise up, and then turn your back heel, warrior 2. Gaze over your front middle finger, strengthen the arms, strengthen the legs, firm foundation. Lift all your 10 toes, spread them out wide, place them back down. Feel the connection through all 4 corners of your feet. And then bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment to tune in with you. Feel your pulse, your breath. And then open the palms. Draw the shoulder blades together, elbows bent. And then shoot them out. Lovely. Turn the palms over. And then flip your front palm, take the back hand down the back of the leg. Inhale, float forwards, forearm to thigh, extend. Floating through these 2 positions. With your own breath, your own rhythm. Find a sense of fluidity of your movement, unique to you. Great, then come back through your reverse warrior. Lengthen the front leg if it feels good. You can keep it bent if you want. And then bend the knee, extend your warrior. Come back up through warrior 2. Windmill the hands down to the mat, step back, plank position. In plank, option to have the knees up or down. Option to hug your right knee close in towards your belly, pressing the hands into the mat, and then step it back and hug the left knee in. Step it back. So as you do so, really squeeze the thigh up towards the tummy, contracting through the belly. Left knee in, one more on each side. And then come down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into your low cobra, high cobra, or up dog if you want to. And then exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here in down dog. Inhale. Exhale fully. Then bend the knees, look forwards and step or jump the feet in between the hands. Come to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, sweep up to standing, palms touch. Exhale, the hands at heart center. Release your palms. Take a couple of breaths to feel your body. Sensations in the skin, your palms, your feet, anywhere else in the body. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, hinge at your hips. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back into plank position. Come down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, push up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a couple of deep breaths here, or find child's pose. Keep the breath rolling through the body, energizing you from the inside, heating up your body from the inside out. And then come back to downward dog if you're in child's pose. And we'll inhale, raise the right leg up and back, bend the right knee and pop the right hip on top of the left to open through that right hip flexor. Think of the knee really drawing up towards the sky. And then level the hips back off and take the right foot through. Step off the right foot, hug your left knee in, arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms and the foot backwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Think of the sternum drawing forwards and upwards. Length from your pelvis to your shoulders. So rolling through. Great. This time when you hug the knee in, we're going to find tree pose. So either your left foot to your inner thigh, your calf, or you can place it on the floor. So see what works for you today, and it might be different today to any other day, so no expectation to do the same thing today as you might normally do. Again, just tune in with your body and what it needs today. Think of this left knee drawing out backwards. Press the foot into the thigh and the thigh into the foot for traction. Use your core and a focal point for balance. Great, then bring that knee back through center, arms up, and step back into your high lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the back knee towards the floor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, turn the foot for warrior two. Settle into your warrior two. And then this time, inhale, raise the arms up, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend that front knee. Lovely. Hold here with the knee bent, hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Send some love out into the world and those in need. And then find your warrior two. We're going to turn the right toes in, but so that your feet are at like 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So for goddess at an angle. Raise the arms up. And with an exhale, bend the knees, cross the arms. Inhale, exhale. Work with your own breath. One more here. Lovely. Then take the hands to your thighs, bend the knees, and you can sort of sink into the hips. Maybe wiggle around a bit here, if that feels good. Think of pushing the knees out over the second toe, if that's comfortable. You might need to adjust your stance a little. And then bring your hands to the floor and lengthen the right leg. Bend the left knee for Skandasana. So if this is uncomfortable, you can be high up and use your hands on the floor. So check in with yourself or use a brick underneath your hips. Keep the left hand planted, open the right arm up towards the sky. And then bring your hands back to the floor, walk the hands over, bend the right knee, lengthen the left leg. So take it to the other side. And open the left arm up. Left toes pointing up towards the sky, nice and engaged in that leg. Great, then come back through center. Lengthen the spine, bring your hands to your hips, halfway lift. And then rise up, use that core in your thighs. Well done. Turn the right foot out. Warrior two, and then windmill the hands down to the mat, step back, plank position. You're going to take the right hand into the center of the mat and roll over onto the side of your feet. You can take the right foot down, knee down for supported side plank, or keep the knees staggered or stacked, the feet, sorry. Press the right hand into the floor, lift the hips. And then come down through plank position. And we'll take it to the other side. Left hand in the center. Option to drop the left knee. Or keep the feet staggered. Great. Come back through plank. And down to the mat. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, push up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath here. And then with your next inhale, raise the left leg up and back. Bend your left knee and pop the left hip on top of the right. See if you can keep the shoulders level to your yoga mat. And then level the hips back off, take the left foot through, step up. Hug the knee in, raise the arms. Exhale, sweep backwards. Inhale, lift, knee in. Exhale. And working with your own breath. Great, next time that knee comes in, find your way into tree pose. So see what feels good on this side. Really engage those abdominal muscles. Belly button gently drawing back towards the spine. Ground through your left foot and lift through the crown of your head. So you've got this kind of polar action of grounding through your foot, engaged in your torso, and then lift, lightly lifting up, this lifting of energy through the crown of the head. Great, then bring that knee back to center, lift the arms and sweep back. What a high lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then with your next exhale, lower the back knee towards the floor. Inhale, lift. Maybe exhale with a sigh. Inhale, exhale. One more time. And then turn your back heel for warrior two. Inhale, lengthen the front leg, palms touch. Exhale, the hands through your heart. Inhale, exhale. Rolling through these two positions. Gather energy through the palms and the arms. And then next time you come down through the bent knee position, hands at your heart center. Take a moment to send some love and care out to those in need. And then open the arms out. Warrior two. Deep breath here. And then lengthen the front leg, turn the heel in for goddess pose, the toes in. So you've got the legs at a 45-degree angle. And then bend the knees, this time hold goddess. So bent knees, bent elbows. Draw the belly in and zip up. So again, this downward energy, foundational through the legs, and then an upward lift of energy through your upper body. Think of the knees drawing out over your second toes. Well done. Bring your hands to your legs. Let the shoulders kind of sink and the weight come into your hands. And then either stay here, or if it's comfortable for you, drop the left shoulder into the center line. Lift up through center and drop the right shoulder in. Lift up. Take that one more time on each side. Lovely. And then bring the hands down to the floor. Extend the right leg, bend the left. Maybe take your hands to your heart space in Anjali Mudra, or you can have your hands on the floor. And then option to use your hands to support you, or use your core to roll over to the other side. Nice. Yeah, really lovely. Amazing, guys. We're going to do that once more on each side, so choose how you want to do it. Well done. And then rolling it over. Then we're going to come back through center. And then lengthen the spine, so hands on the hips or in front of you, your choice, if they touch the floor without reaching for the floor. Then use your core and your thighs to rise up. Turn the left foot out, bend your left knee. And windmill the hands down to the mat, step back plank position. And here, option to take hip dips. Working through the obliques, so draw the hips down to one side then the other. You can also do this on your knees. Or you can rest in child's pose. And then either come down through a vinyasa or sit the hips back into child's pose until we meet in downward facing dog. So, your choice. Deep breaths wherever you are. And then if you're in child's pose, find your way mindfully up to downward facing dog. And then bend your knees and step or jump the feet forwards in between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. This time we're going to heel toe the big toes to touch. And then bend the knees, sit the hips down and back. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Lengthen that tailbone. So if you find you're tilting or tipping, so you can take your hand to your spine if it helps to really focus on this lengthening through the lumbar spine. Weight slightly back in the heels. And then rise up, lengthen the legs. Hands to touch, and then draw them down through your heart center. Release your palms, and we'll just take some swizzles to ease into the spine and energize from the feet up to the crown of the head. Lovely. Slowly find your way back to standing. Again, nice and mindfully. Bring the feet into hip distance. Roll the shoulders down the back. Lift through the crown of your head. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump, both feet back, plank position. Come down through your vinyasa. And then meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up and back. Exhale, take the right foot through the hands, step up. Hug the left knee in, arms high. And then this time we're going to come to dancer. So take your left hand to your ankle. Keep raising the right arm up alongside your right ear. And then kick the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. Open through the front body and the abdomen. So nice stretch, lifting this upward energy. And then bring the knee back to meet the right one. Hands to your heart center, shoot back through warrior three. So lengthen the left leg out behind you. And then press it down to the floor. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, lower the back knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back up. Turn the back heel, warrior two. Gaze over your front middle finger, find your drishti. And then flip the front palm, take the back hand down the back of the leg, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lift forwards, find your exhale into extended warrior. An option here to take the right hand in front of the foot, or if you want to take a bind here, then you're very welcome. Or to work on it, you can use a strap or a string or take hold of a piece of your clothing. If you're in a bind, start to release. Use your core, rise up. Warrior two. Windmill the hands down to the mat, step back, plank position. Option to take any of our core workouts, so either knees in towards the tummy or shoot the hips down to one side then the other, rising up through the air like a rainbow. And then come down through your vinyasa, wherever you are. If you want child's pose, then go ahead. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. If you're in child's pose, find your way into your down dog. And then raise your left leg up and back. Step the left foot through, come to standing, hug the right knee in. Arms up, and then take the right hand to your ankle. Press the foot into the hand, hand into the foot, lift. So you're pressing your upper body forwards and your lower body backwards, foot into the hand. Again, find that focal point for stability. And then bring your knee back in, hands to heart center, float through warrior 3 into high lunge. Raise the arms up, inhale, exhale, lower the back knee. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. One more time. Then rise up, turn the back heel, warrior 2. I'm going to flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. And then lengthen, extend your warrior, and option here to either take the hand in front of the foot or find a bind. See if it's different on this side. Think about the shoulders opening up, collarbones smiling. Great. If you're in your bind, slowly release. Lift up to warrior 2. Windmill the hands down to the mat. Step back, plank position. Find your way through a vinyasa. Anything you want to do here that we've already done. And then go ahead. And push up and back into downward facing dog. Deep breath. And then come onto your tippy toes. Lower the knees, hover them off the mat before they touch. So just take a breath, hovering the knees. And then drop the knees and sit the hips down and back, child's pose. Rest the forehead to your yoga mat. Close your eyes. Option to have the arms outstretched in front or to bring them next to your feet to release through the shoulders. Check in with your pulse, with your breath. And take some deep breaths into the muscles around your spine, so really expanding through the back body, finding space and stability. Great. With your next inhale, start to emerge. So go slowly, rise up to kneeling. And then take your right arm in front of your body, cross it over towards the left-hand side. Use your left arm as a lever to stretch your triceps. Nice, then release, take the arms wide, and then take it to the other side. Release the arms, bring them behind you, interlace your fingers, draw the shoulder blades together. Lift the fists away from your hips. And then take them out in front, interlace your fingers, and push the backs of the hands away from you. Maybe rocking side to side here, a bit like a Dalek. That's what I always think of when I do this. Nice, and then release, give the shoulders a roll in one direction, then the other. And then bring your legs out in front of you, and we'll come down through boat pose. So lift the shins, hands beside the body, find that length, use your core, and then slowly as you can, coming down into a dish shape, maybe coming back up again, and then opening out Maybe rising up, or you can just come down, guys, whichever feels good. And then finally finding your way onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Gently rock side to side. Take little circles with your knees in one direction to massage out through the sacrum, and then in the other direction too. And then lift the feet up towards the sky, lengthen the legs. Doesn't matter if the knees are bent. So either staying here in waterfall position, or press the hands into the floor beside your hips and press up, support your body as you raise the legs up to the sky for shoulder stand. If you're in shoulder stand, don't move your neck, so don't look at me, just look straight up at your toes. You can shuffle the elbows towards each other to feel that ledge and support of your cervical spine, C7. Find a little ledge with your upper arms. Shoot the toes up towards the sky. If you want to take any funky leg positions here, then go ahead. You can have the toes flexed or pointed, whichever feels good for you. Three more breaths here, wherever you are. And then gently support your body to come down, meet in waterfall. So meet with the legs high. And then bend your knees, bring the knees towards your armpits. Flex the feet, take the hands either to the outside edge of your feet or to your ankles or calves. Wherever your hands are, just make sure that the tailbone and the sacrum isn't popping off the mat. If it is, then take your hands lower. You can really kind of sink into the hips and also let the spine be long. Option here to lengthen one leg then the other, or lengthen both legs. Option to rock from side to side or do anything that feels good. Lovely, then release your happy baby. Take the arms into a T position at shoulder height, hug the knees in and roll the legs over to one side. To accentuate the twist, you can cross the top knee over the bottom. See, again, the closer your knees are to your elbow, is the tighter the twist will feel. And if you want a lesser twist, then move them away from your elbow. Give the jaw a little wiggle. Soften your muscles. Soften your belly. And gently bring the knees back through center, place them on the floor, lift the hips, realign the spine, and then hug the knees in and roll them over to the other side. And then again, take your modification on this side if you want to. And bring the knees back in and prepare for Shavasana. So lengthen your legs. Grab any blankets, socks, anything that you have to make yourself ultra comfy and cozy. And when you're ready, close your eyes. Give the jaw a wiggle. Relax the muscles in your face. Let your body be heavy and carried by the earth. Surrender your soul and let your body melt. And release anything you don't need. Let that be carried away by the earth and the sky. I'm going to use a short poem. It's called My Yoga by Moonswept Yoga Blog. My yoga is knowing that I and the universe are one and the same. My yoga is a physical practice that propels my own evolution and interconnections to all. My yoga is movement and stillness with objective reflection. My yoga is breathe, meditations, kindness, mantra, mudras, shapes and care. My yoga is community, acceptance and love, internal, eternal, now and everywhere. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale fully. And then start to bring some micro movements into your body. Maybe roll the head side to side. Perhaps take the arms overhead and stretch from your fingers to the toes, or hug your knees into your chest. And then maybe with the eyes closed or with a soft gaze, mindfully find your way up to seated, and we'll meet with the palms touching at heart center. Lift through the crown of the head, ground through your seat. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale with a big sigh. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh to release. Bow your head to your hands. Namaste.